It's expected to be several weeks before Gunns finds out if permits for its Tamar Valley pulp mill have lapsed. A major deadline for the multi-billion-dollar project passed overnight. It's now up to the Environment Protection Authority to determine if enough work has been done for the permits to remain valid. Here's state political reporter Brad Markham.
The fate of Gunns' proposed Tamar Valley pulp mill now rests with this man.
I will be making the call.
Alex Schaap will decide whether enough progress has been made on the multi-billion-dollar project.
Well, I've requested from Gunns that they provide me with a submission as to why they believe substantial commencement has occurred.
Mr Schaap will then determine if the pulp mill permits are still valid. Dam permits lapsed overnight.
One of the conditions of the permit is that the stormwater that arises from any construction works go into those stormwater ponds.
That could halt construction. Gunns is now seeking a variation to the stormwater management plan.
Any activities undertaken by Gunns in an effort to advance the project any further will be unlawful.
Gunns believes it has undertaken substantial works on the project. The opposition has seized on historic US consulate cables, which state McKim might change his position on the pulp mill if Gunns stopped old-growth logging.
Reveals the true character of the Greens leader, Mr McKim, that he is prepared to sell his soul.
I've never said to anyone, let alone the US consul, that we would consider changing our mind on the Gunns pulp mill.
Support for the state government has taken another hit in the latest opinion poll. Labor and the Greens have both fallen 3 points since May. The Liberals' popularity continues to soar.
This poll clearly reflects a dissatisfaction with the government's performance. The Labor-Green experiment is failing this state. Tasmanians recognise that.
I expected this poll would be a tough poll. It's the first poll off the back of the budget, which of course has been a very tough budget.
Lara Giddings' approval rating as Premier has slipped a further 3 points. McKim's down 5. The Liberal leader Will Hodgman is up 10 points and remains the state's preferred Premier.
I suspect that the public debate around school closures may well have had an impact.
But the Premier is adamant her battered government will last full term. Brad Markham, ABC News.